Here is some Elden Ring Nightreign gameplay with randoms, as we are going for the critical hit restoration here because just seemed like the best thing at the time, I guess, as we've got Dandy and Duke Arnston here, just waiting for this fog, and then we're going to get going. So it seemed like a pretty good team, pretty good first day. Dandy especially seemed to know what they were doing, so we were happy to play this game with some randoms. So we're having some Dark Souls moments here. Thank you, Dark Souls. Thank you. Trying to get up this hill, and Duke Arnston there, we were a little bit confused at the time, but I think he was actually helping us, which is incredible stuff, my friend, my strange friend, my stranger friend. Incredible stuff. Thank you for helping us. We're trying to do some damage here as we miss, but that's okay because that's how we're learning. Dandy knows what's up, bro. We're pretty impressed with Dandy so far in this run because he really seems to have great awareness of the map and just in general a pretty aware player of Dark Souls games, which is really amazing. Trying to damage this guy, just having some Dark Souls moments, but that's okay. We wanted to persist with it because, well, that seems to be the theme of Dark Souls and of this particular team. We're going for this damage with Dandy, just trying to basically farm a little bit. And it seems that, yeah, doing these crits is often not the best way or the most efficient way to do damage because they take quite a while, and often you can just, with a few hits, you can do more damage. So trying to, yep, our friends are up here, so, yes, and here's the boss's thing here. So we're going there. Amazing, amazing stuff. Alright, and we got lost for a little bit, but now we've found our team again, and they're going against this Grafted Scion, which, incredible fight. Trying to do some damage there. Amazing stuff, yeah, really dominating this boss, which is amazing. It felt good to be the one dominating, as opposed to being dominated constantly by this game, but that's okay. That's just part of the experience, isn't it? Going for the damage negation here. And someone's, yes, I think we ended up picking up that one because it had the perk of improved chain finishes, and we're going for some wonderful Dark Souls platforming here. Really incredible stuff. Incredible stuff, climbing on those jutted out tombstones, as we pick up the health there. And to be honest, I felt a little bit disappointed with the team here because I felt that we weren't perhaps doing enough damage to be versing Loretta like this, because we're only level 6 and Loretta is actually really tanky in this game. But that's okay because we're going to persist. We're going to stick with it. And we've got Dandy here, and Dandy's been playing really well, and we can't knock the Iron Eye player. They've been doing pretty well also. So getting okay damage occasionally, but just in general, you know, this boss is very tanky, does a lot of damage, it's very unforgiving, lots of health, lots of defense, and I just felt like it wasn't the most efficient way to be using our time, but that's okay because, you know, we want to stick with the team, and we're learning, you know, it doesn't matter, we don't have to be perfect as we try to jump the attack there. Getting out of the way just to try and heal a little bit, but wanted to go back in and just take advantage of the stun there. Going for here. Oh yes, yeah, we keep missing the flaming sword attack. I am not sure why, but I miss seeing it because it's really fun. I really enjoy that about the Wild Advance. Really fun movement, as we've got a Beyblade here. Beyblade, my goodness. Somehow managed to avoid all of those attacks. Incredible stuff. Yes, nice jumping magic bow. You fucking show up, can't believe it. As we do, we manage to land the ult just quickly, just enough to get enough stagger damage as we dodge the attacks. We dodge, we get the stagger, just incredible as we've got a really nice reddish hue to our costume as we get fucking one-tapped. Oh my goodness, we've done so well to get so much damage on the boss like this, and Dandy here with the res as he's used his ult. Incredible stuff, man. Incredible playing. Really inspiring. Going for just any, like, poise, any damage. Oh my goodness, Duke's down. Duke is down. 2 bars down. 2 bars down, Dandy. Dandy's on it. Incredible stuff, Dandy. Incredible stuff, mate. Incredible teamwork. from these randoms here. Really, really nice to see, because, you know, online gaming is often quite toxic, but we've actually been quite lucky, because often I find people in the Dark Souls community are quite respectful. Incredible stuff. As Loretta's Beyblading again, going for the Beyblade, we somehow managed to dodge all 3 of the swipes. Incredible stuff. Just going for that. Oh my goodness, big damage there. Get out of it. Don't get greedy, but persist nonetheless. As we're going, we're just trying to do anything. Just fucking put this fucking boss down. Incredible stuff. Amazing work. Team persistence. Incredible persistence. Amazing teamwork. Amazing. Swear. Not really. Okay. Not even sure why we made that decision, but that's okay. That's okay. Loving the movement of Wilder here. Loving the reddish hue of this particular skin on the Wilder. Really nice skin on the Wilder here. As we yes, and we've recently learned that, you know, you can just pick up any of these boluses anywhere on your run, and apparently the passive will remain for the rest of your run, which is a really cool mechanic. We haven't tested it or confirmed it yet, but that seems to be a mechanic. So we go for an incredible jump, just jumping up after the 2 random teammates. Just really impressive stuff. Somehow we got lost, but we're back with our teammates, and let's see what we've got. Successful guarding. Ah, yes, no, I thought it was successful, successive attacking, but no. So yeah, not getting the best drops on this run, but we've already got, you know, pretty decent swords, and that's the main thing I find with Wilder. You know, it's great to do damage and have high damage output, but also don't underestimate the power of poise and stagger when you're doing these, you know, big poise attacks with dual wielded swords. As we're getting a little bit confused here, and, you know, this is unfortunately a very common problem in Nightreign, where, yeah, just people, it's very easy to get confused and waste time, and in a game as fast and punishing as this, that's just fucking stupid, to be honest. But maybe some voice chat options, maybe some basic chat options would be beneficial. Dark Souls, but shouldn't hold our breath on that. That's okay. But amazing stuff. Dandy's already off in the distance, making great progress as we level up our sword there. Amazing stuff. Going down for this second night boss, just trying to make any progress we can. We were in the main castle briefly, just farming, but yeah, I think this is the pre-boss, so we want to do as much damage we can do as fast as possible, just in case the other boss, the actual boss, would come in quickly and overwhelm us. And of course we want to minimize the amount of flasks that we're using. But it's going quite well so far as we take advantage of the iframes on our ult there. Incredible stuff. And we're just getting our asses handed to us slightly by this golden Black Knight. I don't know what to call these anymore. They were Black Knights, then they were Silver Knights, and now they're Golden Knights, I guess. But either way, they're extremely terrifying, extremely formidable, and just getting absolutely fucked over by our dual-wielded attacks. And we try to go for the crit, but no dice, as it just completely shreds us, swings through our attacks because it has incredible poise. And that's actually quite a tricky thing, because we're not able to change our poise that I've seen in these runs, apart from the drops that we get. You know, I generally like to be able to increase my poise, but I guess that's what, you know, you would play the Raider or go for these dual-handed weapons as I am here. As we go for the dodge, amazing dodge, just trying to get this cavalry man, horseman, golden horseman out of here as quickly as possible, and just spamming this attack. And we've got our ult there. It's something I'm noticing where I've often got my ult for quite a while, and in a longer encounter such as this, you know, there's not really any reason to be saving it, as we go for it there, get some nice damage, and Duke is down. Oh my goodness, out of nowhere we get just shredded by that fireball. Duke is down, and we're gonna play the team game. of course, the smart game, and we tried to grapple over, but also the grapple did some of the damage to pick him up, so that's really good to know as a mid-range option for Wilder here, as we're trying to prioritize some of these cavalrymen to get them out of the way. Here we've got one down here that I believe was knocked off the horse, as he dodges out of the way, and we get some really big damage there from something, and we're just really swinging through him, but he's got massive poise, and he doesn't really seem to be that affected as we dodge through the hit, and yes, that is correct, we got him out of there, I guess, before he hit us, and that's probably a packet loss situation there. Going for the damage. Oh my goodness, Dandy there with the crit. Amazing stuff, Dandy, thanks man. Really great awareness of the game here from Dandy, to be honest. Amazing stuff. And Duke's up here, doing some good damage. Getting out of the way of this lightning, it's quite scary. This, oh yes, great, so because our ult came back, so we're just going for another non-charge. Amazing stuff. Doing quite well to have these bosses, you know, most of the other bosses, amazing dodge. Doing quite well to have those other bosses out of the way, and still have so many flasks and health as Dandy goes down, but that's alright, because Duke was already helping to res him, so really nice stuff there from Duke. Thank you man, incredible stuff. As we're going for some pretty nice damage on this ghostly cavalryman, I don't think... Yes, okay, yeah, so they were just phantoms. That's alright. So, gonna concentrate on the main tree sentinel again. He's just doing some pretty outrageous damage. Oh, almost dodged that one, dodged the second, trying to get away, get out of the way, watch out. Not too, yep, true, that was our last potion, so oh, yes, amazing dodging there, yeah, true, I remember that one, that was a really satisfying dodge, yeah. So, yep, he's calling the phantoms again. Cool, so just try and get him out of the way pretty quickly, so that we're not too distracted. While the tree sentinel's doing all that insane lightning shit over there. Watching out for the lightning. Oh my goodness. Crazy. Dandy gets hit. Oh my goodness, Dandy. Yep, tree sentinels definitely concentrating on him. Yep, going for that one. Okay, so no potions left, but still got half health, but oh, we managed to knock him down, but he's right on the edge of the circle. So quite brutal, Dark Souls. Thank you for that. So, see who he goes for, and it was us, and we dodge it again for the second time. Amazing stuff. So he's queuing up his phantoms again, and we are just, I don't even know what we're doing in the menu there, but that's okay, because we are going down for a hit, going for a big hit. Would have been better to perhaps prioritize more hits instead of the big sprinting jump attack, but that's alright. Watching out, oh my goodness, really big hit there. Really big hits there. Oh my goodness, just really nice dodging on display as we get hit by that one. Big hit. Definitely worried us quite a lot because we're a very low level, but we're doing quite well. We're persisting. We are the team Persistence, and we want to do our best. So we're not feeling great about the amount of health he's got compared to us, but that's okay, you know, we're in it for the long haul. Trying to, increase our damage resistance, getting that little bit extra health, and using our grappling hook jump to just get closer into the action. Really not sure what is up with these phantoms, they just seem to be frozen in place. And we've almost got our ult back again, with our character still. Let's see, what do we do here? Oh yeah, that probably would have hit us, so but good that it wasn't us as we dodge. Third one, amazing stuff. Oh my goodness, just crazy, insane how this boss is just bullying us. Currently, and Dandy down, oh my goodness, 2 bars down. Dandy is down, my goodness, Duke there, Duke with the great hits with the res. Oh my fucking god, that was a massive hit, bro. How did we dodge that? Incredible stuff. That would have been us. We would have been down. That would have been it. We would have been out. As we get another dodge of the lightning and just casually dropping a warming stone like that. Just Just really, really nice stuff. And Duke is down. Oh my goodness. But let's see what the play is now. So we are invisible. We are still currently invisible. Dandy is there. Dandy is going for very, very quick hits. Very, very quick hits to try and get Duke up. And we managed to get it. We managed to get him up. But, and nobody got hit by the lightning. Incredible stuff. Really, really nice as the Cavalryman Phantom is just, he was loitering around our Warming Stone. And we've got our ult. So we managed to dodge this hit. Get a bit of a hit on. Get the stagger. Get the stagger. Get the stagger. Amazing stuff. And incredible time to use the ult. It wasn't a full charge, but that's okay. Just trying to get any damage we can. Duke's down, 3 bars down, but we managed to get him out of there. Really, really nice stuff, team. Team persistence, wow. Yeah, level 9 for a day 2 boss is very, very low, so felt very, very good to be able to persist through that and really just looking great in our red armor here currently. So, going for attacks more likely to break the stance, and I think that was a mistake there. I think it would have been better to go for the damage resistance, but that's okay. Yeah, so we're still learning, still making mistakes, but yeah, level 10, pretty crazy, but we actually already beat Gladius when we were level 10 as a raider, so we definitely know that it can be done when playing trio, when playing a team of 3. Yeah, and they're doing pretty decent damage, so let's see. So yeah, we might not be the highest level, but our weapons are pretty, you know, they're doing pretty decent damage, all things considered, so definitely great that we were able to level them up as much as we did. And of course we're hitting with 2 of them. And yep, we do not have the most stamina, but that's okay because, you know, we're gonna fucking shred them anyway as we just checking out the barbaric raw L2, sorry, R2 there, heavy. Amazing stuff, amazing stuff, amazing stuff. As Duke and Dandy are ready for the boss. Here we are, incredible stuff, Dandy. Dandy with the walking passive. Amazing stuff with and he's got box gloves on. Really, really nice stuff, Dandy. I really appreciate everything you do as, Gnoster. Okay, so first time fighting Gnoster. Really not sure what's gonna happen, but let's see how we do. So we're just going for the damage, and yeah, it's painfully obvious that we are severely underleveled here at level 10. But we do have 7 potions, so things could be worse. Oh my goodness, as we're just getting fucked up a little bit there by the moth. Not great, but Duke doing quite well with the dodges there, it has to be said. Big jump, amazing stuff, and he's marked the scorpion, which is really nice, really incredible. So we're going for the damage there, and Duke taking some damage behind us, unfortunately. That's alright, we are managing to dodge reasonably well so far. Trying to just avoid hits, and okay, he has turned to stone. Okay, cool story, bro. Trying to lock on to the moth, and just in general get closer to do any damage, basically. But perhaps we should be pulling out a ranged weapon just to have any hope of making a difference, but managing to get a little bit of damage, actually, as he flies straight the fuck out of the way, which is not ideal for us, actually. Big hit there that we did not manage to dodge as we use our first heal. Really, really nice stuff there. Here we go. Moth is coming in for some damage, but we managed to dodge. And once again, we have our ult ready, but we are not using it. And oh my goodness, that was a massive fucking hit. Jesus, bro, what was that hitbox? Dandy took big damage there, my goodness. Okay, big scream attack. Good that we weren't close to the scream attack, I guess. Trying to get any damage on the board because we have done fuck all, ladies and gentlemen, which doesn't feel great. But here we are persisting, just trying to do anything basically. As we're both missing attacks. Completely stooge-like behavior from myself, but that's alright, you get that sometimes, and that's what happens when you're learning. Big hits there, not sure what he was aiming for, but good that we managed to miss that attack from the front as we get the ult off, and there's probably a crit somewhere, but we have no idea where it is, and we shouldn't be anywhere near the front of this boss, as we somehow managed to dodge that final hit, which would have fucked us up for sure. Doing any damage, but still too close to the front of the body, managing to get away. Really, really nice. Really, really nice. Really nice. Dandy there, managing to get the stagger. My goodness. Incredible stuff. Getting some damage. Okay, so now we have... Oh, big hit, big hit. We've managed to get the boss down to around about 50% health, so actually feeling a little bit better about this this fight here, but we are still very underleveled, and oh wow, things look pretty different here. It looks really cool. Why did it change? I do not know. That's okay. So concentrating on the match. Yep, good that we were away from that yell that he's just done. Okay, and now he's going into the fucking bulldozer mode. Call this the bulldozer mode. Maybe the bull. Raging bulldozer mode. There we are. That's what it's called. Amazing. So still invisible from Dandy's ult. Really nice work, Dandy. Thank you. And Duke is down. 2 bars down. 2 bars down, Duke. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Big hits. Big hits. Big hits. What is happening? What is that over there? What is behind us? Oh my goodness. Can we get close? I don't know if we should get close. I don't feel so great about that. He is stuck in there. What is happening? There's poison. Pretty overwhelmed to be honest, with everything that's happening on screen, even though we're only watching it back and reviewing it. But Dandy there with the shots that aren't quite connecting, but he's persisting nonetheless, and that's the kind of willpower that I need on my team. So incredible stuff there, dude. Going for some big hits there, incredible stuff. Not really doing any damage, but oh no, we're too close to that. What is happening? So doing quite well, all things considered. Nice to be out of the way of that hitbox as well, but we are in all sorts of trouble here. A little bit too close to the front of the scorpion, so good that we're getting back towards the tail. Dandy is down, 1 bar down. Oh my goodness. So we did manage to get that on the tail, which is great, because otherwise I'd feel like a pretty big idiot. Oh, big yell. Didn't even know that was happening, and we're a little bit frustrated because yeah, we just don't really know what's happening, and that's not great. So, getting bulldozed here. Oh my goodness. Somehow managing to dodge all of those hitboxes. Really, really nice stuff. Really, really great for me, great for you, and great for Dark Souls, to be honest. As we managed to get the stagger again. And we probably could have gone around to try and, I don't know, do something else, but somehow something happened again. I don't even know what's happening, bro. My goodness, watch out. Oh my goodness, we saw it coming. And somehow something happened, and it just completely fucked us up as we are out of heals. Somehow we managed to outspace that attack, and we get hit, and that is our Wilder, the passive ability that just instantly reses us, which is quite OP, to be honest. So we are lucky to be alive, but we do not have any health or potions, and somehow we just need to put down... Oh my god, we're running into damage like an absolute fool, but we are learning, so it's okay. And we put down the warming stone right here, right now, because otherwise we are fucked. And somehow there's still some hope that we would be able to do the remaining 35% of the boss's health, but to be honest, it does not look good here. Duke is somehow dodging through all of those attacks, those bombardments of magical projectiles, which is really incredible, Duke, and incredible stuff, mate. Dandy somehow getting just around the feet of this boss and just managing to persist in some ways. He gets hit, and we managed to dodge, but we did not dodge the second, which is really unfortunate, and we're in some magical hitboxes, don't even know what's happening, managing to get out of the way of the front of the bulldozer, and Duke is down. 3 bars down, Duke, my goodness. And if you do not know, 3 bars down is actually basically impossible to come back from. But Dandy has used his ult, and so we're able to get just enough time to get Duke up, but we are on the edges of reality right now because things are not going great. My goodness. Managing to get a little bit closer, but things are bad. Duke is down again, 3 bars down, so it's at this point that we should probably just forget about Duke because it just takes way too long to get them up. But I think we're going to persist because it is actually really beneficial having another teammate to, you know, help res or take aggro. And if Dandy gets knocked down, then we want Duke to be back in. You know, we do not want to be alone facing these bosses as we go for the hit. And it was maybe not the best moment to go in as we take a lot of damage. A lot of damage at this stage of the fight, unfortunately. And we're somehow managing to outrun all of these hits. Really, really nice stuff. And he's doing the bulldoze, and we get taken out for the first time. Incredible stuff. Incredible gameplay. As Dandy's on us, getting the res. Thank you, Dandy. Really, really nice stuff there, Dandy. Thank you. Trying to get closer to the boss to do any damage. Dandy takes a lot of damage there. It's really coming down to it, isn't it? The last iotas of health and subsistence keeping us in the fight as we try to get closer to just do any form of damage, but things are not down. Duke is down, 3 bars down again, and we should probably just forget about him and try and concentrate on the boss, but Dandy's going to take some aggro, so we're going to go for it. And yes, we are commenting on Dandy's lack of ranged gameplay style, because he seems to be dying a lot, and as a ranged character that doesn't make too much sense, but that's okay because we're all here learning, and that's just what it means to be playing Dark Souls without any form of communication, which seems to have been an intentional thing as we go down to the projectiles, and we are 2 bars down. 2 bars down, fellas. We're only level 10. Things are not looking great from here, but Duke's over there getting the res. And watch out, Duke. Watch out, Duke. Watch out, my friend. My goodness. Dandy here. Dandy with the res. Coming in clutch. Duke is down. Somehow Duke is down. Again. But, okay. And we've got our ult. We charged it up and it only did 1 bar of health, because that, my friends, is how terrible 3 bars down is. It's really quite the challenge to get someone up from 3 bars down as we managed to dodge those hits. Amazing stuff. Still really just persisting, you know. We've been down so much. The odds have been stacked against us. We're only level 10. It's my first time ever experiencing this boss, and we're doing very well, and unfortunately we're down. We're down again, and things are not looking great, to be honest. And Dandy is down. Oh my goodness, this is not looking good, because Duke is the last person in, and Duke managed to get the lock on onto Dandy and get Dandy up with the ult. Really nice play, Duke. Really nice play. Incredible stuff. Dandy's here, trying to get us up. Gotta admire the persistence, ladies and gentlemen, of these 3 players, myself included. Just really persisting against the Nightreign to do our best to restore balance and order to the lands in between, as we manage to dodge his attacks somehow. So we are really getting close. If we somehow manage to clutch this, watch out, Dandy. Watch out, Dandy. Incredible stuff. Dandy going for a really nice attack there as we dodge the magic, dodging the magic, trying to get out of the way of the magic as he comes to bulldoze, and we just get fucking taken out so goddamn quickly. Duke is down. We are down. Duke tried to res us, but there was no hope. And Dandy is somersaulting, backflipping out of the way, all around the place, taking hits, dodging hits. Really great stuff, Dandy's. We try to get closer to Duke so that we might get the res, but it does not look good, as Dandy, getting out of the way, somehow just trying to create some space and look for an opening to be able to get us up as Dandy goes down. And that, my friends, is it. It was a very close fight, it was a very good fight, and we did really well, but level 10 at the end is just not ideal.
Level 10 wasn't the run, but we did well considering we were level 10, so, you know, thanks Dark Souls.
Thank you, Dark Souls, thank you, Team Persistence, and have a great day.